Here's an application of integration. When we see dn dt, we need to know that's the derivative of n with respect to t has already been taken. The newly established suburban area of Brisbane is growing at a rate modeled by this rule. So that's the rate, where n is the number of families living in the suburb, so it's the population, t years after the suburb was established in 2015. So A says, determine a rule relating n to t. So we want to go back. We want to know that the integral of dn dt is equal to n. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to say n equals the integral of 400 plus 1,000 t to the 1/2, and we're going between 0 and 10 years, dt. Okay, this is equal to 400 t plus, and I'm going to do this quickly, 2/3 times 1,000 t to the 3/2 plus c. In this problem I need to find c. I'm going to scooch this up because we've used all that already. It says determine the rule for when t initially, or when initially, there were 40 families living in the suburb. So that tells me when t equals 0, n equals 40, and therefore c equals 40. You might want to show some extra work putting in the 0 for t. That would be good. So my relation for A, what they've asked me to do, I've done 400t plus 2/3 times 1,000. You can write that in a different way if you wish. T to the 3/2 plus 40 is a fine equation. In B it says, how many families will be living in the suburb 5 years after its establishment? Give your answer correct to the nearest number of families. So I want to put in t equals 5, and I want to solve for n. So 400 times 5 plus 2/3 times 1,000 times 5 to the 3/2 plus 40. That's how many families. So I'm going to grab my trusty calculator here. Hopefully you'll be able to see it. And I'm going to type in 400 times 5 plus 2/3 times 1,000 times 5 to the 3 divided by 2 and brackets plus 40. Sorry, it's not showing up very well. Oops, I did that wrong. Sorry. I need to go back and delete because I put my 40 in the wrong spot. Just trying to rush. That turns out to 9,493.5599. It said to the nearest number of families, so I'd say therefore, switch down, there's 9,494 families after 5 years.